Boeing. Aren't they the ones that make planes? Yes. But that's only the start of the narrative. Boeing is the largest airplane building corporation in the world, with annual revenues of $85 billion. Over the course of its existence, just one of its airplane models, the ubiquitous 737, has carried more than 16.8 billion people, more than twice the world's population. So, if you're breathing right now, you've most likely flown on a Boeing. Even though we are all familiar with the Boeing brand, there is still a lot about the corporation that many people are unaware of. Here are a few examples of what I'm talking about. Number 7. It's nearly a century old. It's been 110 years since Orville and Wilbur Wright flew for the first time in Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. However, Boeing developed the airplane firm just 13 years after the Wright brothers invented the airplane. Founded in 1916 in Seattle by William E. Boeing, the company now employs around 175,000 people and operates in over half of the world's countries. Number 6. The Boeing factory is the world's largest building. The Everett factory of Boeing is the world's largest structure. Boeing's Everett factory is the world's largest building by volume, which may surprise you. The Everett factory is a vast 98.7-acre facility located in its namesake Washington City. It isn't necessarily the world's highest structure. When it comes to sheer size, though, no other man-made structure compares to Boeing's Everett factory. Number 5. A Boeing aircraft takes off or lands somewhere, every 2 seconds. Take, for example, the 737. I'm sure you've heard it referred to as the best-selling commercial aircraft in aviation history. Over 11,500 orders have been placed. Is it true that more than 7,700 planes have been delivered? What you might not realize is what those figures signify in real life. Because of its enormous sales success, there are currently so many 737s in service around the world that one 737 plane takes off or lands every 2 seconds. At any given time, 2,000 Boeing 737 workhorses are likely in the air. Do you know there's a Boeing plane in almost every airport at any point in time? For more interesting facts, consider subscribing. Turn on post notifications to be the first to know when next we upload. So, if you see up in the sky, odds are what you see with the sunlight glinting off it is a Boeing 737, not a bird or a Superman. Number 4. It provides expertise to NASA in their space work. Boeing is a well-known aircraft manufacturer. Did you realize, though, that its high-tech expertise extends all the way to space? That is correct. Boeing and Lockheed Martin formed the United Space Alliance in 1995, which assists NASA with space launch and recovery operations, mission planning and control, and even astronaut training. Boeing and Lockheed merged a decade later to form the United Launch Alliance, which launches satellites for the Department of Defense, NASA, and the National Reconnaissance Office. What do you think they're better at, airplanes or training astronauts? Tell us down in the comments. In 2010, Boeing handed over the keys to NASA for the International Space Station's on-orbit portion, although it continues to play a critical role in the station's integration of new components. Number 3. Its workforce still follows labor traditions. While Boeing's technological achievements are astounding, it is nevertheless a slave to tradition in other aspects, such as its hiring processes. You've probably heard about some of Boeing's labor union issues by now. What you may not realize is that union negotiations and labor strikes are increasingly becoming a Boeing-specific issue. According to the Wall Street Journal, in the 1950s, 35% of American employees were members of one or more labor unions. 6 decades later, that figure has dropped to only 6.6%. Everywhere except at Boeing, where union membership has soared to 39%. Boeing employees are represented by 12 different labor unions in the United States. The Society of Professional Engineering Employees in Aerospace and the International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers are the two main actors, and Boeing can't function without them. They make about 13% and 21% of Boeing's total employees, respectively. And every 5 years or so, they start new contract negotiations that threaten to bring Boeing's entire high-tech marvel to a standstill. Number 2. It has built a light rail vehicle. It constructed a light rail vehicle. Another interesting fact about Boeing is that it is the manufacturer of the United States Standard Light Rail Vehicle. The Standard Light Rail Vehicle is a transportation vehicle that travels on a fixed road-mounted rail system and is used in various U.S. cities, including San Francisco, Boston, and Morgantown. Number 1. It's working on environmentally friendly planes with Muppet names. That isn't a mistake. Boeing is reportedly working on a number of environmentally friendly planes based on Muppet characters. The Fozzie, for example, is a plane with open rotors, whereas the Kermit Cruiser is a plane that makes less noise while using less fuel. Well, aviators, that's all for this video. If you still have time, watch this video. World's busiest airport. 10 amazing facts about London Heathrow Airport. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.